Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Lightspeed from the Quest software that comes with how to use that software tool to back up the database. I'm just going to give you an outline of the how the things work here, and maybe in some other videos I will actually try to actually cover in much more in detail what exactly this software can do. Okay, and let's see what basically I have seen is that here it shows you the database properties. It says a lost backup destination file. This will change with any database you select depending upon what their name is, what their state is. Okay, now I can check up with the backup history, and there are many other things I can check up. I can check up the backup analyzer and many other things, because right now there isn't anything I've done with this software as such. Okay, with Lightspeed, so I don't have anything showing it to me on the screen. And let's go to the overview again and right click on this thing, and it shows you the backup option. Okay, right now I'm going to click on the backup. I can click it from the here also. It means the same thing. It clicks here from here only. It means the same thing. They are both pointing to the same thing. Let's start with the backup. There we are. It is showing us the first screen that it says the recovery model is full. Okay, there are three types of the recovery model. Model that is full, bulk locked, and simple. And then the backup type is full, differential, and transaction lock. Okay, now I'm going to take a full backup this thing. Okay, I cannot change the recovery model from here, so it is not actually showing me any options here. Okay, anyway, and again there is a database or a file group. Because it's a database, I cannot do much with the database. The name actually already is with the database name. If I wanted to select a file group, I can select a file group. I'm not going to do that thing right now. Then the name is Northwind full database backup. Well and good, that is already specified. Again specifies a description. All the details have been taken care of. It's actually all things, these are touchy things actually to get into the brain. Every time you back up, you have to remember the date, you have to remember the time, you have to give the name, next time, and etc, etc, etc. And then I'm going to select the next. Okay, there we are. It is asking me that actually to the disk, to the tape, TSM backup, TSM archive is okay. Right now there was a database actually already I backed up with a copy only option. It is showing me this thing. I'm going to remove this thing. Okay, and I'm going to add another file. This screen has jumped up. Again I will select the double click on this thing to specify the file path name and the file name. Here again it is showing me many options here. I'm going to select one of them. Okay, here I'm going to type any name if I want. I can say whatever I want. I can say Northwind backup. I can give the name, file name BAK. Okay, and I'm going to click OK. And again I'm going to click OK. And this time I'm not going to say append to the media, because I'm going to say overwrite, or I can even say append to the media, but still actually doesn't make difference, because the thing is that it is always going to write it for the first time. Okay, now if I wanted to add to the mirror, I can only use that option over the add to the mirror with the overwriting existing media. It cannot be used with the append to the media. Okay, now I'm going to use to append to the media and going to move to the next. There we are. Now it allows me to choose. There the transaction log is actually disabled because this is not a transaction log backup. Then there the backup set expires. I can write here 90 days directly, which is specified around 3 months. But if you do not want to be precise for 3 months, then you can specify date for selecting on the on option. Okay, and then you can choose from the calendar whatever you want, whatever date you want to go. I will use it after 90 days. To be just exact, about 90 days, may not be, or maybe around 3 months, depending upon what month, what date. It may be 91 days, etc. Okay, now create a double click and restore executable, and I'm not going to do it in this video, and I'm going to click next. Here it shows me the option that encrypt, backup, etc, etc. I am not going to use any encrypt right now in this video. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Compression level is 1. We will discuss all these things of the SQL light speed software in some other videos. Right now I'm going to show you how basically it works. It is very similar to the whatever thing is, only it makes the graphical user interface will make things easier for you. Okay, go to the next. Attach file to the directories. I'm not going to attach any files and directories here. Next. Okay, there is the option run immediately, run in the background, schedule it for the for any date and time. I am not going to schedule it for any date and time. I cannot run in the I can run this thing in the background if it's a very big database. Right now, because it's not a very big data, this is just a demo app. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to run it immediately. You can run it immediately. You need not run it in the background if your server database is offline, or if you are not working on the database. You can always run it immediately. You don't have to run it in the background. But if you are working with, there are many users logged into the database, it's always better to run in the background as a task, and you can carry on with your other tasks when as required. Next. Okay, there is two options is showing SQL Server Lite. Okay, light speed backup, database, Northwind, verify backup. Okay, I'm going to click next anyhow. There we are. It has got successfully completed, and I'm going to click the finish. After clicking finish, we will just verify the backup with the backup history what we have backed up. Okay, there is our Northwind backup. It is showing completed. Okay, this one at this row, light speed activity completed. Okay, this is the size, this is the compression. Again it shows the database backup time. Okay, result completed. It's giving this thing the description, occurrence, duration, etc, etc. Okay, this is very good. You can monitor it very easily with this light speed. Very good tool that you can use it. Excellent. It can give you a lot of options. You can see it, and then maybe the other options we will use it some other time in some other video, and we check it out. Okay, I will stop here.